Always amuses me this thing has a horn. So I guess once we get the pressure compensator, I want to work on the prawn. Do we want to work on the prawn, or do we want to give up the ghost temporarily and say? Ooh, do we give up the ghost very temporarily? I'm just gonna move over everything into these lockers. Actually, you know what? Let's take all this water. Did I put over any of the other water? No, I did put over a bunch of salt. I don't know what to do with the salt. I guess I'll actually take the batteries with me. Can I have the propulsion cannon? Everything else, not so useful. Okay, yeah, really... I know there's uses for salt, but... Right now, don't care. Alright, perfect. For those paying attention, there's... a fair amount of scrap metal here already. Any more? Yeah. So what I'm just gonna do is grab constant ship scrap. And that is going to be our job for the day. Because, yeah, sheer lack of titanium and titanium ingots have been kind of holding me back for a while. And if I can nip that in the bud, that's a good idea. I want coordinates for the gel sack. I have coordinates for the gel sack. It's a matter of I'm lazy and I don't feel like opening up the coordinates thing. How many more can I get? Two? Two. What's this? I have no idea. Busted. Whatever it is. But yeah, I should probably actually get coordinates for the gel sack. There we go. I think my inventory is totally full now. Yeah, I guess the extra salt will be helpful if I want to... Oh, yeah, I guess I could also preserve some food. Apparently, people not bringing preserved food with them is actually, like, one of the things the developers have been most surprised about. Okay, there we go. That, most people don't preserve anything, period. It's just like, alright. Let's see, my hull has a leak. Oh, do I have a leak? I wasn't actually paying a whole lot of attention. Okay. It's a lot of titanium. Still not going to be enough, though. How many ingots? We need, what, 11? We need 11 ingots, plus I'd like to go more than that, ideally. Because... we gotta make, okay. Yeah, we only got 28 from that run. Oh, I guess I have a little bit more than that. Well, I'll come back for more in a bit. Let me think. What was I doing? Oh, right. We're gonna take a look at... trying to figure out where this hull breach is. Do I actually have one? No, it doesn't look like we have a hull breach. If I do, it's got to be in a weird spot that I don't see. Alright. Is this shit responding? Either it is or it isn't, but there's a lot of it still around here, so we might as well keep grabbing what we can. I guess little crash sites are probably pretty rife with this stuff. It makes sense. All the parts that fell off. It'd be nice if we could almost have like a cargo drone. That I'm just like, inventory's full, take all this shit. Like, I don't know how many of you guys have played Factorio, but Factorio has it's after a certain point you get these after a certain point you get hull breaches don't appear on the outside. Good to know. After a certain point in Factorio, you get these drones that that you can just send off and say like, "Hey, get rid of this shit for me," and it will, and it's great. It's actually one of my favorite parts of the game, from my general experience, just because it's such a convenient feature. Oh, I don't have my scanning tool. Well, that was a bit of an oversight. That's okay. Looks like we're going to be moving areas anyway. Yeah, logistics robots. They're amazing. Like, honestly, I would go bananas for a first-person survival game that's effectively just Factorio. Or at least takes a lot of those, like, convenient features, like conveyor belts and stuff. Faster way to get to the titanium is to scan the scrap. Oh, the, like, dumb scrap metal? Do you get all of it? Or are we talking about the, like, ship bits? Wander's favorite part is the mechanic that lets him not play as much. You're simplifying the issue to a small degree. My favorite part is building up to the point where you don't have to play as much. I love games where you automate yourself out of a job. And I really liked that about Factorio, because yeah, by the end of it you really weren't doing like the basic mechanics anymore, because it did it all for you, and that felt really good to me. Because yeah, sure, it was fun making gathering basic resources and stuff to some degree. It is fun in certain games, but more or less rendering that kind of gameplay obsolete just feels right. If I get rid of 2 of these batteries, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we can carry 1 more piece of scrap. That's good. But, like, I love games where you slowly automate yourself out of gameplay. I know there are some Minecraft mods that do that. Unfortunately, I've just never been that much of a Minecraft guy. I'm trying to think of other games that kind of automate shit in the same way. I'm coming up with some blanks, which is unfortunate. Yeah, Fortress Craft Evolved is like a first-person Factorio. I've heard of that, but I haven't ever looked into it. But a shame. We should probably switch to the hull cam. Okay. So if I remember it, there's a specific spot along here that we ran into when we were looking for... This might be it. It'd be really nice if we could almost just have like a grabber arm to go with the camera and just be like, grab it, just grab everything. Let's see. I only saw the end of Factorio. It looked like we were running around not doing much. That's very true. A lot of the endgame in Factorio is waiting. I mean, a lot of the every game in Factorio. But one of the main parts for Factorio is, by the end of it, you're making a giant, by the end of Factorio, you're making a giant rocket to escape. And that's awesome. Hello. You're making a giant rocket to escape the planet, fly elsewhere. I don't know. And it's cool. And I like that as a mechanic. The problem is it takes for freaking ever. And once you get your supply chains built up to this point, there's really not much you can do about it. You just have to wait for it to finish, which sucks. But that's the end game and kind of whatever. Yeah, there's more lithium down here. Not that I'm really hurting for lithium. I have quite a lot of it. But yeah, so like the very end of it is a lot of like just standing around waiting and like fending off large hordes of angry alien critters. But I mean, still, the entire point of the game is automating yourself out of a job, so by the end of the game, you shouldn't have anything left to do. At least, I think that way. I don't know. Just didn't build big enough. Yeah, maybe. I mean, my part of the problem with Factorio is I'd never played before. Bird and Keith had played Factorio before, so when it came down to it, playing Factorio with them was like... I really had no idea what I was doing. Would love to see me play Mass Effect 1 through 3. I've been toying with the idea. The only problem is going to PAX kind of threw a wrench into the deal. If I can get enough, if I can get enough, Subnautica and Fallout and whatever, I actually wouldn't mind... Huh. Let's see. 2 more. Why am I not using the lower deck fabricator? Because I'm lazy. And because I forget. But yeah, for Factorio, I didn't know what I was doing. And it made it into kind of this, like, awkward experience of, like, just following their directions instead of actually doing anything interesting with myself. And I'd love to play it again, now that I know what I'm doing, generally. And maybe I'll bring, like, purple on or something like that, because I think purple would be a great addition to a Factorio playthrough. Oh, there's so much scrap here. It's beautiful. Let's see. Is there more? There it is. I should probably bring my scanner out. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to take my Cyclops and go to the left a little bit. Plus, we'll get a thing there. Let's see. Why aren't I using this fabricator now that I'm thinking about it? I'm just so used to using the one upstairs. But yeah, I don't know. It was just confusing because I didn't know any of the research paths, like what to do, what resources I should even be bothering with. And I think a second playthrough of Factorio would actually be a lot of fun because I really would know what I'm doing and what I should focus on and stuff like that. I don't think I'd ever play it solo. I think I'd lose interest real fast. But that's definitely a game that I enjoy multiplayer. I also really enjoy Don't Starve Together. Unfortunately, we've always had either too few or too many people for that kind of game. And we always seem to get just slightly less. Okay. It's just number 3 that I've been filling into, right? Oh. Because we need all the titanium we can get. Inventory's getting full. Doesn't make sense. I don't understand why these are always dark. Okay. So let's see. We got 11. Honestly, I think I'm just going to keep milking this for all it's worth. For at least a little while longer. The less I have to think about getting more scrap metal, the better. Just name my locker. Yeah... Yeah, that would actually be the intelligent thing to do. Sadly, this does not require any intelligence. And I don't have any available. Okay. Yeah, this is probably a pretty good spot. Let's go past it a little bit further. Okay, there we go. There's a bunch. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to keep doing this for at least a little while longer. Alright, let's edit locker label. Shit. Junk. Stuff. Okay, there we go. Anyway. It's not confusing in the slightest. I should probably grab my scanning tool just so we could get fill in the gaps a little bit here and there. Okay, this pop-in is bad. Okay. Yeah, people would like to see me play Mass Effect 1 through 3. I would love to, probably. My problem is, like, I want to play Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 before Mass Effect Andromeda comes out. It's just ultimately it's one of those where I don't quite have the time. And also, like, I don't know. It's really hard for me to determine on that one. Mainly just because there's a billion other games to play, and I could probably fit it in if I played like crazy. I think the just persistent hard thing always with the Mass Effect games. Oh yeah, that's why we can never fit enough. It's just because you can't sort it into the inventory properly. So I guess I'll just make sure I have two in my inventory at all times, ish. KOTOR would be a good alternative to Mass Effect. Yeah, KOTOR would be amazing. Especially, I heard a crazy rumor that they might be looking into making KOTOR 3. That'd be nice. Shell is staring at me. Shell would join me for KOTOR. I'd be down for KOTOR. Someday. I mean, the main problem is just, it's so much time. Time is always, like, ultra killer as far as, like, who, what, when, where, and whatever for this channel. Because, like, I've been streaming for, I want to say, like, 7 hours now? Probably. I started at 5 o'clock. Yeah, I've been going for 7.5 hours. I guess 7 hours and 10 minutes, give or take. And it's one of those where it's, like, it's not terrible, but, like, I'm so focused to getting everything else done that it's just, like, it'd be a small nightmare. Okay, let's do one more set, I think. It'd be a small nightmare just finding the time to get a whole Mass Effect series in, or KOTOR, or whatever. I don't know. That's why I play new games, new indie games, too. AAA always kind of bites me in the butt. Even though there's a very real possibility I'll be playing Andromeda. I guess I'm playing Nio at the beginning of next week, and a bunch of other stuff. Oh, hey, it's a Cyclops fragment. I'm looking forward to some stuff. Really, for me, AAA, I like AAA multiplayer. AAA single player is always such a toss-up. I guess I do have stuff like, Final Fantasy 15 I gotta go back to and finish, even though that was, ugh. Yeah, KOTOR 1 and 2 are your favorite games. Mine too. Like, I liked Mass Effect 1 a lot because it felt like a KOTOR game. Mass Effect 2, not so much so, and by Mass Effect 3 I was just like, I just don't care anymore. It lost its, like, weird wonder and just became kind of limited. The DLC for the Mass Effect, I think. DLC can easily ruin a series for me. Like, I like DLC in certain cases. Cosmetic DLC I am 100% down for. Like, I will easily drop an extra $20 on a game if the cosmetics are actually, like, worthwhile. But if your game has extremely expensive, very story-focused DLC, and you never ever drop the price for any of them, oh man, I am just so not okay with that. Like, that's such a dumb, cheesy, awful maneuver for anybody to pull in any game ever. And I hate it when they do that. Okay. Let's pop out and grab some lithium, just so we have a stock on hand. I know, realistically, we don't need to. Also grab some more titanium while we're here. Because, yeah, Mass Effect 1 just felt right. Everything about it felt good, except for when you hopped in the Mako. The Mako was kind of an interesting idea, but they just didn't have the time or the energy to make the Mako actually feel good. The DLC is $30 for the Mass Effect 2. I own Mass Effect 3, and it would be like $100 for me to get all of the DLC for Mass Effect 3. That is so freaking stupid. Like, ugh. I don't wanna. I really would rather spend my money on buying cool shit from indie devs than throw it at EA. I mean, they've made some good games over the years, but they've also taken a lot of my money. And the idea of just chucking out, like, even a couple $100 more just so they can pad their wallets because of... Oh, God. Oh, I'm dungled.
Welcome aboard.
Shh.
All systems online.
Well, that was exciting. I wonder if the delay is really high right now. Like nobody seems to be reacting to the shit that I'm experiencing today. All right, let's see. It's shit. So we want 1, 2. Let's just grab all of them actually. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we don't have enough. It's the game telling me to stop scrap farming. Ah, maybe. Okay, so yeah, we actually don't have enough lithium for this right now. Okay. I guess let's make 2 of them. I was not expecting a Reaper Leviathan to just roll out of nowhere, but they are local to the zone. So go figure, there would be one to bite me in the booty. Okay. Yeah, if I guess for me, I would be 100% down. Watch him just be waiting out here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Nope, looks like we're good. Okay, that's encouraging. I would be 100% down for... Where's my... Ah, there you are. I'm just gonna take this out of you. I'd be 100% down for doing a full playthrough of the Mass Effect games if they released a... Let's see. Oh, maybe I do have some lithium. Oh, come on! Game, throw me a bone. Give me a break. Give me a something.
Caution. Mild dehydration detected. Fluid intake recommended.
I have a bunch of water down here, don't I? Let's start with that. Okay, let's try saving and going back to main menu. Because I don't know how I fixed it last time. And I'll have to figure that out. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, I would play through all of the Mass Effect games if they released it. Yeah, I'd even pay like $40-50 for it if they released 1, 2, and 3 plus all DLC as a complete package. I'd do that. That would be reasonable for me. Okay, there we go. Because, you know, it'd still feel kind of like highway robbery, but it wouldn't be like the couple $100 that, or the $100-something bucks that I have to spend otherwise. Oh, I left my knife downstairs. Alright, whatever. We're fine. We've got plenty of resources for it. So what was I gonna do? It was... Oh, right. We were trying to get the aluminum oxide. And I've got a crazy amount of those. Okay, so I can finally upgrade the Seamoth to have the pressure compensator Mark 3. I need 3 plasteel ingots and a computer chip. I don't have the resources for a computer chip in my inventory, do I? I might have the resources downstairs, though. Okay, well, let's... Oh, no. We need table coral, first and foremost. Okay, well, let's drop off almost all this stuff. There's silver ore. Jeez, what do I need? Silver ore. Oh, silver ore, quartz, and 2 table coral samples. Okay, let's see if we can find some table coral nearby.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Those are just coral samples. Any of these got table coral on them? That'd be helpful. Are you? No. I think I could find any down here. That'd save me some trouble. You know, I wonder if table coral grows on reef backs. No idea. Ah. Looks like we don't have to go looking. I don't have my knife on me. I'm a dunce. I left my knife back in the other place. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Somebody also told me, somebody also told me you could build a base on one of those guys. I definitely want to take a look at that at some point. Because, like, it'd be fun to have kind of like a mobile base. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be particularly interesting, but it'd be fun. It'd just be like, gosh, shit, where'd my base go now? Okay. Let's see. People in my chat are railing against the Call of Duty games. I've never actually played a Call of Duty game. I have Advanced Warfare, and I have COD 4. I really want to play COD 4 Prop Hunt with people at some point, because it looked really fun. But I have just never... Oops. Don't want to go that deep. Yeah, I've just never had the inclination. I mean, for starters, competitive shooters are really boring to me most of the time. I really like Battlefield 2142. That was a great game. After that, nah. If I tried to build a base on land, nope, haven't yet. It's on the bucket list. I just got to find a good one. Stupid floaters. Okay. Whoa, what are you? It's a Reginald. Righto. Ah, crap. They're common coral samples. Guess I might as well scan the sand shark. And even if he does get a little bitey, he's got shit turning, so I'm not too worried about it. We definitely need those better fins. He's freaking the crap out. Got him. Whoa, what are those? Oh, shit. That thing's shooting at me. Okay, where's my sub? There we go. So I don't think those table coral samples function for what I need them to, which is kind of unfortunate. Let's see. Are we not playing Gmod Prop Hunt anymore? Last time we tried to play Prop Hunt, I got really mad. Prop Hunt kind of requires a certain level of, like... What am I gonna say? Prop Hunt requires a certain level of, like, dumb and, like, relax. Like, I'm trying to think of a good example of why I don't play Prop Hunt anymore. It requires a certain amount of, like, goofy nonsense. And if all the players available aren't willing to put forward the effort to generate that level of goofy nonsense, then it kind of fails. And I haven't had the people for it recently. We tried playing with Batbeard and Effie, and wow, that sand shark just bonked off the side. I like both of the guys. They're really fun to play with. But there's only so much they can, like... Jesus Christ. Okay, I might actually have to stop right now. Yeah. Alright, this is too much pop-in right now. And it's an issue. But... Holy crap. The game is actually locked up. Okay. I might not be able to save, but we also... I mean, I've saved recently. I think right before setting out. Okay. Nope, there we are. I'm going to take this opportunity to save I think I'm just gonna nix it now, because this is causing issues. Holy crap. Yeah, wow, we save and the game crashes. Oof. Hopefully that's not an issue. But yeah, ultimately we didn't have enough stupid Goofy. It was too serious hunty, and God does that get frustrating real fast when you're trying to do a comedy show with the comedy game mode. I don't know. Anyway, looks like Subnautica has decided I'm not going to be playing anymore. So let's not play anymore. I'll be back in a couple of days and we'll play some more. That's for certain.